And an iconic baseball matchup in Stillwater at the brand new O'Brate Stadium. He called it a ball. That one is slapped into right field, and yeah, catch down at the shoelaces and called out by Cade Cabanis. And all season long, Tom, Cade has come up with some defensive gems so far.
One ball game, he saved 2 runs. He made a catch just like this, and then he threw a guy out at home plate by 5 feet. And irregardless of what you hit, he's been worth a run or 2 every ball game with his defense.
Kind of a gloomy, and that's going to send Jack Bulger down with the first base runner for swung on, and this is going to be to center field. It'll be handled by Caden Trinkle for the 3rd out at Coney High School in Athens, Georgia. That one a swing and a miss, and that will close out the first strikeout for Kumar Rocker. Scared of anything. He's shown that already. Swing, and that is straight up. This is going to be interesting. Rodriguez, the catcher, under it for the 2nd out. Palomar Community College. That one swung on to the 2nd baseman. That'll be out number 3. So 4-3 on that out. Dress rehearsal for your conference play. Strike. Tell fans, Tom, beware of flying bats and balls. And he gets plunked there. So Isaiah Thomas up the middle. That's perfect play right there. Taking advantage of it. Matt Gold, a nice play, Tom.
Or DH, you'd like to pinch hit him, but right now he's one of those guys that as long as he can physically pull it off.
Looking at Kumar Rocker.
Well, there's 30 or 40. I hope they see that one right there, because his fastball right now is anywhere from 90.
Put the bats and balls up. This one swung up the middle, and that's going to bleed right through between the second baseman and shortstop, and that'll be the first hit.
Perfect game, and likelihood they've come across each other somewhere. And for Cabanis to be a guy that's in his senior year to make an impression today against.
And Gonzalez wins. Parker Scott throws that one. That was low and
off the field.
And that's going to be the first base hit for Vanderbilt. Into left field, coming around to get into 3rd is Cooper Davis. And Vanderbilt with 2 outs.
Umpires established the fact that you're going to have to throw the ball over the plate.
Yeah, and there is the 4th ball. It's going to happen. We know it. That one's going to be down in the dirt. And the Vanderbilt Commodores are going to get a run home via a walk. Swung on, and this will be all Alex Garcia at first base, and Cowboy first baseman takes it. That ends the inning, but those doubles, 1 home run, 7 RBIs. This one is up the middle, fielded by the shortstop Young, and over to first base to Nolan. Buck has the 1-0 lead. This one, little Baltimore chop, fielded by the 3rd baseman, and that's going to go for out number 2. Leiter, who will pitch later today. And that's a strike 3 there.
There's your first changeup of the day.
Holiday alongside. That one's spanked down the left side of the infield and past the 3rd baseman.
Mickey Rivers played longer than that.
Gets the bunt down there, and this is going to have fielded by the catcher, and that's a nice play by Max Hewitt to get out of there in a hurry and won't be intimidated at all by the situation. In fact, he hits that one right on the screws, and it is off the top of the wall. So that is going to send 1 run in. Top of the wall would be a double, stand-up double for Tate Colwick. He hit that about as well as you can and not get it out of the yard in left field. Hit the very top of the wall, just to the left of the 375 sign. Gets an RBI.
He didn't miss it, and again, it's another slider that, quite frankly, that one was over the plate, and they've actually seen the slider so much, Robert, that it's lost its effect. And
that one is swung on. It'll be over to the 2nd baseman, Nolan McLean, and McLean fires it over to Garcia. McLean here is facing Kumar Rocker to start the bottom of the 4th inning, and Nolan McLean gets struck out right there, Tom.
Oklahoma State has lived on the long ball, and it's almost like they're sitting back looking for one.
Thompson hitting .353, real close at first base, but Gonzalez, the third baseman, gets it over to Parker Nolan in time for the out. We have not seen Kumar go to very many full counts. He does there and gets the strikeout for earned runs. That one is swung on. That's going to fall into center field, and it'll end up being a double as rounding first base, Carter Young keeps on going. And
again, a bloop single. It's off the hands, and your center fielder's playing pretty deep. Right fielder's playing straight up, and hey, you know, you can't put an extra outfielder out there. And when you leave your feet in center field, it's going to give up catch it. And he looked like he was about 2 steps away from being able to catch it.
That one dribbled over to the left side, and fielding his position, Eric Walker comes off the hill. Swung on, and that's over the head into center field. Clearly a single. That will knock in the third Vanderbilt run.
Yeah, that's an 86-mile-an-hour fastball up over the plate, and that's what the doctor ordered when you're hitting. That's where you want it. You want it up. You don't have to overswing it. That's just a good piece of hitting, and now you're down by 3, and the game's starting to...
At the plate now. Swings, hit hard to the shortstop, and bobbled by Matt Golda. And not happy about it. He taps his chest with a baseball. That's on me. Swung on to right field, heading back. Cade Cabanis, he gets it. We're going to have a runner tagging at second, and that throw, pretty close. Cabanis gets it in, but getting in just to up 3-0. They've had 3 straight runs the last 3 innings, and now they get their first 2 spot on the scoreboard.
And again, another fastball right in the middle of the plate, belt high, and just slaps the ball into center field. And I mean, that's wow, right where every hitter dreams of.
Bradfield, Tim Corbin, and Vandy. That one slapped back at the shortstop, and Golden will go to first to Garcia, and that will be the final out.
Standard for the Big 12 to go into warm parts of the country and play good people.
Whoa, just getting just out at first base.
Was out early in the season, and you know, Rocker's going to take care of his business today when his pitch count rolls around. It hasn't been my best fastball, and that thing right there just had ugly written all over it. I mean,
greets him, and it's a 3-0 count. Make that walk.
Make sure you hold him and keep him tight.
Runner going, swing and a miss. He did blow him away with the team. Always has the good positive attitude, and he'll need that because he's now, I don't know what, I'm going to say 470 plus. That one swung on in the alley, and that's probably one of the Cowboys' better swings, better contacts.
Well, and again, if you make up your mind going in, I'm going to sit on one or the other.
Talking about that Robin Matt, there's a swing and a miss for strike 3 in the second out. Hopeful because he can get the kind of swing, and it doesn't get it there as Rocker. Vanderbilt leads it 4-0 if you just joined us, and
base.
Second Vandy hitter in a row, and he swung at one that was out of the zone. He came really close.
Extension, getting the ball down in the zone. Another one up.
Yep. And now you've got runners at first and second. That one swung on. It'll go into right field. Backing up on it is Cabanis. He'll make the grab, and that'll be out number 3.
Ball players, and he and Mike Henneman were really good buddies. And
yeah.
Nice to get him back here. First ball hitting right there to the shortstop, and
this one dribble right back to Rocker, and Rocker fires over to first. That inverted pinstripe uniform. That one is hit deep to right field. It may be on the fly, as deep as anybody has hit it by Encarnacion. That pitch is slapped between the Cowboys shortstop Max Hewitt and third baseman facing the top of the order in Cooper Davis. That thrown away at first base is going to allow Gonzalez to pedal around to third base. he is 0 for 4, actually 0 for 4 on the day. Vanderbilt looks over at third base and keeps Gonzalez at bay. That's a nice play. 3. That's inside, and that'll be ball 4. Send him to first base. Runners on the corners now. Here's sophomore. Pat.
Well, people are trying and hits it right at somebody.
This one is hit into center field. The line drive will be flagged down, but that's going to be a sacrifice, and that'll allow Gonzalez to score. Vanderbilt 1-2 here to the hitter. Parker Nolan strikes him out, and that'll be the end of the inning.
And it was supposed to be the big matchup, the big opportunity, and I mean he's done everything he wants to do. First pitch strike, ground ball out. You're done.
That one
weakly hit.
Yeah, down to the first baseman, and Parker Nolan make.
I don't feel comfortable up 5, and he might come with one of his late inning guys. So,
and there's his first walk.
In fresh legs.
Mathis hits it hard down to third base. That'll be the final out as play is made over to just 1 or 2 days. So not as much as they saw it with the wind coming the other way out of the north. That one is slapped into left field off the wall. It'll be a stand-up double for Isaiah Thomas, and Thomas with his second hit of the ball game.
Hit it where there isn't anybody. But I'll be darned if I'm going to go up the middle.
Being aggressive, stealing third base, and the envelope, and that's stealing third in that situation. That ball's going to come wind around. Seifert's going to get it and make a good throw. And coming over is Encarnacion Strand.
Right down the middle.
And that will end the inning.
Game, that's a big deal. And Rocker did his job.
Struck out looking Caden Trinkle as, and I'm not profiling here as that pitch is down there, and
well, that one had depth to it, and that was pretty much unhittable. You go to those high schools.
That's hit hard and going to be right at the right fielder, and that'll close it out as Thompson finishes it with a line drive fly out to Isaiah Thomas to finish the game.